Hey everyone, I'm coming to you very casual tonight. I actually just got home from a walk. So outside walking around. Um, and I just felt that this was an important message. And whenever I feel stirred about something, I'm like, we gotta get this out to everybody. So as you guys know, we are building our national area, as you can see from the little poster I always keep on my pink board of all the women, which is you, working towards directorship. And so I wanted to leave this message because, and actually I forgot to take something out of my little desk here. One of the things that has been coming up, here we go. I got my little rubber band here. I'm going to show you in a second. But I know that there is a fear holding some of you back, and it's not a secret, right? And the fear is, what if I get there and I don't hit or I don't maintain it, right? What if I get to directorship and then I'm not a director anymore? What if it takes me a long time to get there? What if I have to go through DIQ more than once? What if I never make it to DIQ? What if, the production, the la 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 la, all the stuff in our heads that just completely psychs us out from doing it. And maybe you've seen people do it a certain way, but in my head, I was thinking, okay, there's a solution for this. And so what I want to share with you today is the way that I think you're going to be able to do this without it being hard, without missing anything, without getting there and losing it. This is what has to shift. Okay. So one of the analogies, I was at a conference at one point and someone had a rubber band. And so if you take, I hate rubber bands. My brother used to do this. Does this give any of you anxiety? He's about to shoot a rubber band at you. So if you take a rubber band and you stretch it, I don't like getting this close to my eyes, as far as it can go. Okay. This is like it, right? This is all of you right now. And sometimes all it takes is just one little tweak, right? That in then some thought or that in then some intentionality that takes you to the next level. And a lot of people describe that as, okay, so here's your rubber band. It's that critical inch that you stretch beyond what the rubber band is capable of. So here's what I think the solution is. Okay. So first off, it is being very intentional about who we are recruiting. And I was recently at $1 Million Weekend and I loved this. We used to call it the National Court of Recruiting. It is now called the National Court of Sharing. And what does that even mean, right? If you think about the actual meaning of the words, recruiting means there is someone I like and I want her because she's, X, Y, and Z qualities. Like and you pursue her. That's recruiting. Versus sharing to me is like, I'm going to slap a bunch of Mrs. Cab spaghetti on the wall, sharing the opportunity, but not really intentionally and hoping that I get team members. Okay, so that's one way to look at it, or one piece of it. Another piece of it is I feel like a lot of us on our team are so caught up in the thought of like not losing it or, what if I never get there, that we're so worried about like the quantity of it, like having 24 active team members, that we're choosing to do it the hard way. And here's what I mean. Okay. So there's a lot of people who are, signing up people for, they're kind of more personal use. And then we get discouraged when they aren't doing something beyond personal use. Now, it's different if you're sharing the dream and you're sharing the opportunity and they land at personal use, like that's different than you selling them on personal use and then hoping that they're going to do something. But I think the thing behind the thing, we always talk about that, right? The thing behind the thing. The reason we do that, I believe, is because we are trying to find the many, right? And so I've heard of it this way. You find the many who bring you the few who find you the many. But here's the problem with this. If you're not intentional about the many, right, you're going to need many, like we're talking many. And maybe some of you are feeling that way, like, oh my gosh, I'm recruiting all these people and they're like doing nothing, or, it seems like they're going to do a lot and then they don't. You're going to have to find so many to find the few who will find you the many. So again, the shift, right? So we're here. Oh, I hate this. So the shift is this. What if you found the few who brought you, okay, the quality few who brought you the quality many who find you a quantity of many that are like the few. Okay, so I'm gonna say that again. Because you have a quality, you start with a few quality, they're gonna, because they're quality, they're gonna recruit like recruits like, they're gonna bring you a bunch of the many, right? Good many, who bring you a big quantity of many who are like the few. Now, I know what you're thinking, because 10 years ago, if someone would have trained me on this, I would have been like, okay, it's not like I'm sitting here wanting people who aren't great and don't want to work. And so I don't even know how to do this. So I'm going to give you how to do this. It's literally just tweaking how you talk about it at your appointments. I don't care if they're virtual, from an airplane, in person. When you're telling your I story at the beginning of the appointment, right now I've trained you guys to say, I'm looking for great women to join my team. Just watch me tonight and see if you could ever see yourself doing what I do. Okay, so you guys have been trained on that before, and hopefully you're doing that. But here's the tweak, okay? I want you to think of your favorite duo, the bestie duo, okay? So for example, Batman and Robin, it's my favorite. It could be Oprah and Gail. It could be Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. It could be not a couple. It's got to be like a bestie or like a character duo that always hang together and help each other out. And so so think of that. And then this is the other part. I think the reason we don't talk more boldly to people about what we're actually looking for is because we're afraid that someone at that appointment is going to be turned off because they just want to do a little tiny bit with the business. And then we're back into scarcity mode about the quantity, right? But here's what I'm here to tell you, friends. When you fail to speak boldly at your parties, you are turning off the few. You're attracting the many, which feels good, and it feels like that's progress, but you are detracting the few, and you want a quantity of people who think like the few. And because when you speak boldly, I feel like I have this theory that women are, and boldly doesn't mean bossy, it doesn't mean pushy, it just means like, this is me, I have big goals, I'm going places, and I want some cool people to go with me. And I think you're a cool person and I want you to come with me. Like that's different, right? It's not bossy, it's not pushy. And so but I think that's what's happening is we're getting the quantity, or you're getting the quantity, but it's not getting where you want to go. So tiny tweak. So back to your favorite little duo. What if you went to your very next appointment? This is my challenge to you. And you did your great I story and you said something like this. Okay. I want you guys to watch me tonight and see if you could ever see yourselves doing what I do, because I am so excited. I have this huge goal to move into leadership with Mary Kay. And I've been studying this business and I know a lot about it. I'm like Batman. And what I'm looking for my Robin, the woman who wants to come alongside me. I'm going to teach her everything I know so she's successful too. And so I'm looking for women who want change, who want to learn how to grow, who want extra money. And I'm going to bring you alongside me and we're going to do this together and we're going to have a blast. And the best part is you're going to make money doing it. So just watch me tonight and see if that could be you. And then you move on. Now, my challenge to you, I just said that off the cuff. I did not write that out. I've never said that at a party yet. This has been on my mind for like a month and it's been swimming around for you guys. So my assignment for you, assignment's different than challenge. Challenge suggests optional. I think this is assignment. I want you to write out what that says with your duo, right? And it's all about how you want this like amazing woman to come alongside you. You're going to teach her everything you know because you're Batman or you're Oprah and she's Gail, or I don't really know Oprah and Gail that well. Maybe Gail is smarter than Oprah. Who knows? But you get what I'm saying, right? Like I want to bring you up because I tell you what, when you have the few, right? Even if the few is like 1 to 3 people, this business is so much more fun and so much easier than if you have a bunch of people that aren't really doing anything and they're quitting and starting every month, like the wind, they're just kind of like doing whatever. And I promise you that you will finish DIQ. In fact, you will do DIQ in less time. It's going to feel a lot easier and more fun. Okay. Not like how I did DIQ. I did it once and I did it big, but I recruited all 30 myself back in the day, right? 18 years ago. It doesn't have to be hard. Okay. I made it hard because I had a lot of personal growth, but you all have like sound personalities and in who you are. And so I believe that you can do this. And I want you to start to speak boldly to people at your parties. Like, I'm looking for cool people, like I'm going somewhere. I'm looking for great people to come with me. And then when you meet with them in the individual consultation or you're following up after a virtual, you ask them boldly, like, hey, you know how I was talking about, like, I'm Batman and I'm looking for my Robin? I really liked you. And here's why, blah, blah, blah. Like, what did you like about her? Have you ever thought about Mary Kay? And is there any aspects of Mary Kay that would benefit you in your life right now? And just have a conversation with her. And then it's you seem excited about it. What do you think? And you might think that sounds way too easy. That is literally how I recruit people. It does not have to be hard. We don't have to dance around anything. And it's incredible and it's so much more fun. So, and I know it's easier. The other reason it's easier for me to focus on or to get the few is because I don't have the pressure of trying to get to so many unit members like you guys do. And so it's that pressure of feeling like, well, I need 24 that makes us crazy. And we just go out and find many that's like out on the street. But if you can take a risk with me, okay, and I have a saying that people who risk always win. If you choose to risk and you're speaking boldly at your appointments, you're speaking boldly in the individual consultations. If you're in person, if you're virtual, you're following up and you're speaking boldly, I promise you, I don't promise or guarantee a lot of things, but I guarantee you that everything about building this team that in this organization that you want to build juicy and big is going to be so much easier. So again, write it out. If you want to Vox it to me, like you write it out and then you say it on Voxer, like I can help you tweak it, but I want the statement at the beginning to be like, I'm going somewhere. I'm looking for people to come with me. I'm excited about it. Holy crap, get on the train. Like, because women want to go somewhere with someone. They want the excitement in their life. They don't want to sign up with someone who doesn't know what they're doing. They want to sign up with you. You know what you're doing, right? You know this business. And even if you're newer, like you can go off that excitement of that. So I hope this gives you some tips. I would love to hear your opening statement and what you come up with. But it's just these little tweaks. It's that critical inch, right? That takes you from where you are to really where you want to be in a much easier and more fun way. So hope this helps you guys. Thank you.